And our next guest now, Millcreek Fire Chief Michael Cliff is joining us. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and we're talking today, you've got 9 new, well, first of all, you're a new fire chief. Congratulations on your new appointment. How long have you been on the job?
This is 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yes.
All right. So 9 new hires for firemen, women, all men?
Firefighters.
Firefighters,
yep. Unisex.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely.
9 new ones, that's great.
It is.
Yeah.
Initially, we're going to start off with, we're trying to get 9 full-time firefighters, and then we're also looking for part-time firefighters as well. We're looking somewhere around 30 part-time firefighters to assist with our daily staffing goals.
So talk about how the Millcreek Fire Department has changed. How had you been operating?
So Millcreek Township has been pretty unique. It's been serviced by 4 private fire departments throughout Millcreek Township. So you have Bell Valley, Kearsarge, West Ridge, and West Lake fire departments that were all private volunteer departments that were providing emergency response to Millcreek Township. Back in 2015, West Ridge Fire Department formed an IRT program where they were staffing firefighters on a daily basis Monday through Friday during daytime hours, but still nighttime and weekends were still all handled by volunteer firefighters.
Right. And they're just spread thin. It just wasn't working, correct?
Absolutely. I think volunteerism in its entirety across the entire country is at a steadily decline. And I think Millcreek Township supervisors ultimately listened to the community, and they heard that they wanted consistent, daily, predictable staffing levels within the fire department. And this was part of that first step on having a professional department, to be able to serve the residents of Millcreek Township. Yeah.
How long was this plan in the works? How long did you get to this point?
So it sounds like they started this several years ago in the conversations. They actually formed a fire commission for Millcreek Township, and it was made up of a board of community members and then also township supervisors and fire department chiefs, all made up a board, and they came up with the general consensus that they needed to hire myself, a full-time fire chief for Millcreek Township, and then also bring on full-time staffing. So it's been in the works for several years. I know they passed a fire tax on Millcreek Township starting this year, so it ultimately gave them the foundation to be able to start moving forward.
Right. And then how are you with equipment and purchasing equipment and fundraising and doing all those other things? Will any of that be changing for Millcreek?
So I think ultimately for the short term, the way that these volunteer departments are operating currently, nothing's going to change immediately. We want to encourage people that were previously contributing to the private volunteer fire companies to still take that process to contribute to those departments. Millcreek, from what little bit I've been able to see amongst all 4 departments so far, is Millcreek is very well equipped with equipment. It's truly a blessing of the amount of equipment and resources that Millcreek has. Ultimately, the shortfall that Millcreek sees right now is staffing. So equipment is in great condition right now. We're just going to work hard on trying to get the staffing there now.
Yeah, and talk a little bit about what you're looking for in staffing.
So in our full-time candidates, we're ultimately looking for, we want to have a minimum training qualifications of essentials in firefighting and an EMR, emergency medical responder. Within the first year of employment, we want to push those people to get their Firefighter 1 training and then also their EMT level. Will be a requirement for those 9 full-time firefighters. Ultimately, we'd really like to seek out some of the highest trained professional firefighters that the area has to offer, which would be some certifications of Firefighter 2 and even paramedics. My ultimate goal would be, I would love to see paramedics staffed on the engine companies to have that immediate response for that service to the community.
And if people are interested in this line of work, where do they go to apply or to begin that process?
So for Millcreek Township, you can go onto our website. It's millcreektownship.com. Down at the bottom of the page, there's some employment opportunities. They can select on that. They can download an application packet and fill it out and bring it back to the Township Administrative Office.
Perfect. Chief, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, good luck with that. You'll have to come back and check in and let us know how the complement is growing.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
When we come back,